Hello everyone, this is Julia from Craftroom Adventures. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I have a new card to share with you featuring the Fly a Kite stamp set by Hello Bluebird. Those critters are just so adorable. I stamped out all of my images from the Fly a Kite stamp set, and I also decided to use the little flower bouquet and the bird from Banner Buddies, also from Hello Bluebird. I stamped them onto Bristol Smooth Cardstock by Strathmore, and I used Versafine Onyx Black ink. I'm coloring all of my images using Zig Clean Color Real Brush Markers and Arteza brush pens, and just using a water brush to blend the color. For my little raccoon, I'm using 902 of the Zig Clean Color Real Brush Markers, and that's the color, what is it? Sorry, Natural Gray. I'm sorry, I just had to look that up. For the bunny I used 64, which is oatmeal, and I also used a bit of 201, which is pink haze for the cheeks of my little critters and also the insides of the ears. Now I'm using a little bit of, was it Bumblebee? No, sorry, Lemon Yellow of the Arteza markers, and for the bouquet I'm using Crocodile Green 126, and I'm also using Lemon Yellow and Apricot. For the kite, I'm using Lemon Yellow, some honey, and also Apricot. All of them are Arteza brush pens. And there I'm also using a little bit of the oatmeal on the handle of our kite. I die cut 2 grass panels using the Hello Bluebird Grassy Knoll die, and I'm ink blending those with Shabby Shutter's Distress ink. I'm also adding a little bit of peeled paint here to deepen up the color. I'm just blending the colors back and forth until I'm happy with the result. I die cut a panel from Bristol Smooth Cardstock using the Mama Elephant basic rectangles. I used the largest size of them to get the stitching edge, And then I'm ink blending the panel with Tattered Rose and Worn Lipstick Distressing. Now I'm just trying to placing my images, trying to figure out how I want my scene to look so that I can stamp my sentiment. I decided to use the sentiment from the Storybook, what is it called? Storybook Friends stamp set, which says friendship makes the day brighter, which I thought was really beautiful for this card. I'm placing it in my stamping platform. And now I'm just using some anti-static powder tool to make sure that the embossing powder doesn't stick anywhere it shouldn't. And I'm using Versamark ink to ink up my stamp. I'm using Ranger Rose Gold embossing powder on this. I really regret that decision, even though the color is beautiful. It wasn't really fine enough to catch all the details of the sentiment, so it's not really that easily legible, but it's fine and the color is beautiful. Now I'm just heat setting it with my heat tool, which I had heating up on the side. And that color is just so pretty. I just wish it would have been a little bit more fine. Now I'm running some adhesive runner onto my card base. And I'm placing down my background panel onto it. Here I'm just making sure that the heat embossing is cooled down enough so I can touch it. Now I'm adding some adhesive runner to the back of the largest of the grassy borders. And I'm adding some foam tape to the lower one. Now I'm just removing the backing sheets. And I'm placing it on top of the larger hill, making sure it lines up with the bottom of the card. Now I'm trying to figure out the placement of my little critters. I already adhered the little bouquet of flowers to my raccoon ahead of time so that it had some time to dry. And now I'm just trying to figure out where to put everything. Again, I'm using the backing sheets of the foam squares and I'm adhering my first image to the scene. Now I'm placing down the kite and the little bunny holding it. I cut a little slit so that he could actually hold this part of the kite, and I realized that I placed it at the wrong angle, so I pulled it back up carefully, and this time I put it in the bunny's hand, and then I could adjust the angle of the kite better. Now I'm adding my bird, and that finishes up my card. I really hope you like this one. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and have a wonderful day. Bye!